Here's the list for 2014 how to make money and CPs. Number 1 on the list is the P7 Tyrant. And the P7 Tyrant is an awesome way to make CPs and money basically. Once you kill it, it drops a lot of mess scrolls, production pills if you want to do your Jang, and a lot of awesome stuff. Drops Savage Bones, and Savage Bones you use them to get P7 souls, which are very expensive DB, or it depends on how what your server costs, and a lot of awesome stuff. So you should definitely go there. And just a small tip for you guys, you should definitely go in the Strongest Guild or the guild that has control if you do want to make CPs. Because if you're on a weaker guild, you're gonna go there, and the enemy, or if you're not a guild member or ally member, you're gonna probably get killed. Number 2 is the Banshee. A Banshee is a great way as well. It drops Dragon Balls plus 2 stones, and a lot of awesome stuff, and it's pretty easy actually. If you're an assassin, you can charge and keep watching the match. When you come out, charge it, pick up your drop, and get out of there as soon as possible before anything drops. Usually what I do is I stick around, wait for the enemy to kill it, and then I just come kill them and take the drop and just go. I know it's an awesome move, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Number 3 on the list is the Banshee Soul, and how you go to the Banshee Soul is you go to Desert City. From Desert City, you go to MC, Mystical Castle. From Mystical Castle, you go to where I'm at right there, and then you need Health Wine. Health Wine, you can get Health Wine by killing Red Devils in Mystical Castle, and then you can go inside, and when you go inside, you find the Banshee Soul. And the Banshee Soul basically drops mostly P6 Dragon Souls, rings, and all that good stuff. It doesn't drop any P7s. P7s only come from the Tyrant, where I showed you number 1, and drops DBs and a lot of awesome stuff. So it's also a great way to definitely get DBs and CPs. Number 4 is Gilbeys. Gilbeys drops a lot of awesome stuff. So basically, your guild leader has to come here. Whoever won Guild War, guild leader, has to come in this map, talk to this lady, and then eventually get the big one or choose to get the small Gilbeys. The big one usually comes where Mixologist, and it's really hard to kill. It needs a lot of people to kill it, and it drops a lot of awesome stuff like Dragon Ball, Dragon Souls, and so on. The small one dies in one hit, and it drops only Dragon Ball, and it stands right where my Trojan is right there. Number 5 on the list is auto hunting. Auto hunting is an awesome, easy way to make easy money and mess scrolls and all the awesome stuff. So if you don't have VIP for hire, you don't actually have to bulk to get one. Make friends with people who may have VIPs. Not use them, but just ask friends around. They might help you out, or just try to buy one. I know a guy that's been selling VIP fours for 5 DBs and such. So look out for that. And this when you auto hunt picks up money for you. You pick up a lot of gems. You can collect them, and a lot of mets. Like I collect like maybe 30 mets a day auto hunting per account. So if you count that out, it really makes a lot. Number 6 is buying and selling in market. So basically, you go in the market and you just look for cheap, awesome stuff to buy, and then resell them for a higher price. So basically, what you would do is you would go around looking for cheap items. And please, guys, don't go around like if there's an item that's expensive, and you go and don't try to rip the person off. Don't like if an item is worth 30 Dragon Balls, don't go to the person and tell them I want that item for 5 Dragon Balls, like some people do. You're gonna give them a headache. They're gonna end up swearing at you, and it's not gonna be good. Go in shops. If you see an item for cheap, buy it. If it's not for cheap, like just leave the guy alone. Just leave him alone. Just keep going. Or maybe just talk to the person and tell them if they have an item for 5, maybe tell them 4, 3.5. Don't be like at 1 Dragon Ball. You're just gonna give the person a headache, and don't try to rip them off. Like try to make money off other people. Um, well, you are making money, but don't rip them off. Like actually buy for the actual price and try to sell them for a little bit expensive, or try to buy for like make 2 Dragon Balls on an item. Don't try to make like 10 Dragon Balls on an item. That's kind of you're ripping them off. My rule for the market is always buy an item that is 25 Dragon Balls and less. Because these days, before when you have an item that's worth 100 Dragon Balls, 60, 70, whatever, it would sell in a second and you'd make a lot of profit on it. Because if you buy an item for 60 and end up selling for 80 or 70, that's 10, 15, 20 Dragon Ball profit. But now not a lot of people have that much CPs on them at the time. People like have 20 and stuff like that. So I find that when you buy a more expensive item, there's really narrow people who will actually like pay for it. So always go for the cheaper items. My rule is 25 unless I never go more than 25. And finally, we're at number 7, and this one is the best. I've saved it for last. Some of you might like it, some of you might not. And this is happening on October 30th. So if you're watching this video currently, it's going to be coming tomorrow. And the Mind Cave and the Dragon Ball promotion DB will be coming back on the 30th of October. And yeah, so I'm explaining this to you guys for people who don't know it. Where you see that ninja standing, there's usually a guy, and that guy will ask you a question about the game, and when you answer it right, he will get you inside the Mind Cave. And when you're inside, you go, you get an axe, and you can get an axe by pickaxe. You can get it by going to the accessory girl in any city, buy it, and you can just go and right click, and it mines by itself. And what drops are a lot bunch of ores. They're useless. You don't really need them. But what you do need is are the super gems can drop there, and dragon balls drop as well. But if somebody comes there and kills you, those things will drop. So what you can do is you get a sash. You put the sash on your account, and whenever you get a dragon ball or any good item, it automatically goes right into the sash. That one I'm happy about. I love that one. The second one I'm not so sure about is Dragon Ball. The Dragon Ball, it's gonna basically it's gotta be a one reborn account. When you hit 110, you get a Dragon Ball, and so people used to do this a lot. People used to buy like 50 accounts a day. They used to make 50 Dragon Balls a day, and they would just exchange a Dragon Ball for 215 CPs and get like a bunch of CPs. Um, but now the Dragon Ball can't be exchanged into CPs, so it's gonna be worth less. So if they want to sell it, it's gonna be 170 CPs or 180, 190 CPs, depending on what your serve is and the price there. But what I think is gonna happen, a lot of people are gonna bot, or a lot of people are gonna make accounts for P leveling, like buy plus 6 P4 gears, and go around P leveling noobs, monks, or warriors, level quickly, get Dragon Balls and whatever. But then there's gonna be a lot of supply for it. Like everybody's gonna be doing this, and there's gonna be like hundreds and hundreds of DBs in the server. So when you have a lot of supply, again, supply and demand, when there's a high supply for something, the demand gets lower and the price drops basically. So when there's a lot of something, like a lot of Dragon Balls in the server, not a lot of people are gonna want Dragon Balls to level up their items, right? So if there's not a lot of people who want to, like maybe like let's say two people are gonna want to level their item, they're gonna buy some 2 DBs, 3 DBs, or whatever, 10 DBs a day, or whatever, and there's gonna be a lot of people selling them. So there's not gonna be a lot of people buying them. So therefore, the price are gonna drop, 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 drop. What I think is gonna happen, they're gonna drop to 70 CPs, maybe even less, within a month of them coming back. So they're not gonna be an awesome investment. Like let's say somebody boss or like somebody has a good gear and they keep leveling. They get 10 Dragon Balls and 70 CPs each. We'll give them like 3 Dragon Balls a day, which will still a lot of Dragon Balls. And if I'm wrong and the price stays the same, then it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a huge problem. I'm gonna hate that because all the bottles are just gonna keep getting a lot of stuff, and yeah. So that's it for the list, guys, for 2014, how to make money in CPs. I hope you guys love this video. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And tomorrow, the new class is coming out. Tell me in the comment section what you guys think about the new class. I'm gonna be making one of my noob accounts, that new class, checking it out, and tell you what I think about it. I'm actually not personally. I'm not gonna be actually making this account. It's gonna be cost so much. Again, to let you guys know, if you want to make that account, you're gonna have to make a new armor. You're gonna have to make new weapons. And by the way, the weapons are one-hand weapon, but they're gonna be like knife. If you want to make a plus 12 knife, you're gonna need to put a plus 8 knife in a knife. You get what I'm saying? If you want to make a plus 8 scythe, you have to put a plus 8 scythe in a plus 8 scythe. Not like a club. If you want to make a club, you can get axe or blade or any one-hand item and put it in it. That's not the case. If you want to make a plus 8 item, you need to buy. If you want to get the nunchuck, the weapon for Lilong, you're gonna have to buy the plus 8 weapon. You like a club, blade, and all those items will not go in it. So be careful, guys, and don't buy any one-hand weapons. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you want me to make a video. I'm gonna make one of my noob accounts that class and check it out. And yeah, have an awesome day, guys. See you.